What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Vadenari's Verse, a soul through of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So last time, this is a farming video. I'm fairly certain, unless I happen to get really lucky really early, in which case I'll try to explore a little bit. But yeah, I'm going for the Boulder Knight shield, and no, not the little baby buckler thing. Alright. Just equip this little handy little dagger. See if I have anything else. Ooh, that I do. Oh yeah, Firekeeper Soul, I need to make use of that. And humanity. Wow, got a lot of stuff packed up. And pop that. Get some more item discovery. No, you don't. I might miss you, but I'll still stop you. Yeah. Please? Oh, well, still get Titanite charge, so that's okay. Really don't want to go upstairs to complete this farming run. I'll go around. Do. Farming for the shield that I want. And nothing. Need to work on my equip though. I think, anyway. Yeah, those guys don't have the shield I want, so they can't drop it. Alright. I'm not going upstairs for that farming run. There's no need to. All the other Boulder Knights in this region have little bucklers, which is absolutely what I don't want because I've never parried anybody, nor will I ever. I don't want to. Also, there's something that I'm putting off for a little while. I may be trying it next time, after this farming's done. But thinking, just to show y'all what an invasion is like, especially against someone who's very likely. I'm not going to use the. I learned very late that the community term for the kind of person that does what I'm about to describe, it's offensive. So I'm just going to describe them as, well, I don't have to, because I just looked it up on, I was about to say YouTube for some reason. Got reliable sources there. No offense to YouTube, great platform, not necessarily a bastion of truth, but ouch, I always miss that, or have been lately. It's called a ganker, and no, as far as I'm aware, that's not an offensive term. The two definitions that came up on the dictionary, on dictionary.com, where basically somebody who, to gank is to steal something that is not yours, or in video game terminology, to use underhanded methods to kill or defeat a less experienced player. And I don't just mean like less experienced, I mean like we only have access to certain items, and most people don't know, like even the items that are like over the top or like very potent, most new players have no idea about. But there are people that I'm going to call gankers rather than the typical community term, which is, I had no idea it was offensive, but when I did, I stopped using it. But basically, there are ways to not manipulate, because it's not like cheating exactly, but there's like a glitch Oop. It allows the person to basically take items from a strong, like from a higher level character, and drop them to a lower level character on their game. Um, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I've never looked it up. I've never been interested in doing that because I mean that's just it feels like cheating, and it probably should be called cheating. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the community just outrightly call it cheating. But they love to hang around here. What they do is they max their stats to a certain point, or they use equipment and like rings and stuff to basically use tools or weapons that nobody in the early game would have access to, and destroy them. And I remember the first time it happened to me, it was, I'm not going to say traumatic because I feel like that word is so overused and diminishes the gravity of something actually being like genuinely traumatic. But it was like I felt like not violated exactly, but I was just like, there was no way I could have won that. Why is this allowed? And Dark Souls is supposed to be difficult on its own. So I do not understand why certain people, just like in real life, I don't understand why certain people have to hurt other people, verbally or mentally or socially, to feel better about themselves or to feel like they are, I don't know. I can't get in that mindset. I've never been able to. I've been the victim of pretty intense bullying in the past. And by pretty intense, I mean like class-wide. Just like class-wide shunning, and I've never been exactly beaten up, but I've been if you want to hear details, you can ask. I'll be happy to share that because I feel like more people need to know that they're not alone. But I don't know. It's basically the online version of bullying, and unlike in real life, there's no hope of people, of like the company correcting it or like making it so it doesn't happen, which I think is really a damn shame because it gets ridiculous. Like there'll be a character with a weapon the size of you and in armor so impenetrable, they could stand there and you could like wail on them, and you'd break your weapons before you managed to get them halfway down. But and they'll like claim that they're like toughening them up or something like that. It's bully logic. It's nothing but bully logic, except I know some of the people that do this that honestly have no reason to defend anything. I mean, I say that, and I'm not entirely certain that that's the case, but I mean, I have friends that have done this, and they're not venting anything. They're just playing with other people. Some people, like, this is their release. This is how they get to wind down after a hard day at school, at class, at work. And so to just jump into somebody's game because it entertains you, and I mean, there's a difference between invading, which I still don't like. At least it's somewhat fair. At least I salute all the invaders out there that don't gank. I salute every single one of them that if they invade, they are invading with weapons that are available to you, with armor that's available to you, and have some semblance of fairness. I have nothing for people that gank. Nothing at all. And you would not believe, just saying, in the third game, oh my god, ganking is out of control. It's just like you can't go if you're able to play online, you can't go 2 feet in the first level of the game where you can play with other people without being just murdered. And the worst part is like just the blocking is just so over the top. It's like we get it, you killed me. Why you gotta dance on my corpse? And I really this game does not have nearly as much of that. Neither did the second game. But of course, people very mixed. A lot of people are very negative about the second game. Personally, I don't see why exactly. I liked it well enough. I liked it a lot. It was the first one I bought, but because that's a complicated story. We have to share it at some other time, or if this one carries on too long. But it's just like it's because those two games had some semblance of they're not twinking, sorry, I mentioned the term. Ganking is you gotta work for it to some degree. But I mean, there's so many people in Dark Souls 3 that just cheat. They either cheat or, I mean, there's one weapon that I specifically have gone out of my way to get, that you can get early on. If you basically pinch every penny of a soul that you have, that just annihilates anything it touches. And I will actually make an effort to counter gank, to like put my sign down and stay low level on that character just to help people get through the level, because it's so absurd. It's like, really? And they're so hateful about it, and it's like it's one of the downsides of the internet, in that it's much more difficult. I've basically been subject to pretty much verbal abuse because of my stance on ganking by people that love to gank. Not all of them. Some of them have been very understanding, or a few have even reversed their position, because of the way that I pointed out, like, I know that it's fun, but can you at least give them a shot at killing you? Because what's the fun in squashing an ant? First off, why would you want to squash an ant to begin with? But I keep talking, but basically what I'm trying to get at is that, and I know this is very rambly, but what I'm getting at is that I am considering the option, since this place is such a hotbed of invasion, if you're not hollow, I'm considering, just to show you guys what it's like, to kind of illustrate that in life there are people that will go so far out of their way to ruin your day. They will go so far out of their way to make you feel small. And the difficult thing is sometimes you can't avoid those people. Like if you see them every day in school or at work, or God forbid, they're in your home. It's just it's hard, But yeah, I'm considering that. I'm also considering, when I started this channel last year, there was a friend of mine that I played a lot of Dark Souls, in particular like all 3 Dark Souls games with. And I told him about the channel and my plans with it long before we got to where I am, and I was hoping to co-op with him. So I'm hoping I might, it's not really like Discord, like voice chat or anything, but just to talk about the unity that what am I talking about? Yeah, I'm kind of glad this isn't, this probably isn't going to be making it into an episode, because, I don't know, I'm rambling so much. But, you gotta, I typically script things, so I feel like my doing what I'm doing is just practice. Getting better, over time. That's what practice is. That's what practice is supposed to do. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll release this just to, because y'all want it. Maybe I'll release it because, if I, by some miracle get big in the future, show y'all that, yeah, you don't start out stellar. You start out, like, if you're trying to learn how to do this, you gotta learn the hard way, and the hard way is messing up, which is kind of the lesson of this game. I look good enough at this game so far, but that's because I've played it for literally, like, almost 500 hours. And it's like, life takes a lot of devotion, a lot of, it does take devotion if you really want to live it, but it takes a lot of, persistence. I got him before he got me that time. Also got you. I'm not gonna break the cycle. I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna make this episode extra long, or at least until the farming ends. Farming is tedious. Yeah, at least I can jump fast. Yeah. Hey, come on. Yes! Finally got it. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch that baby out. I'm actually really happy about that. Another episode. Not that I don't, let me know if you, I'm gonna release this. Yeah, it's rambly. Yeah, it's kind of, poor, but I'm not gonna be releasing it on its own, so, if you want to skip, you certainly can. But, for now, thank you so much for watching and for listening to the ramble. Let me know what you think about, letting myself be invaded, to show you guys what it's like, or if you guys would actually prefer for me to, try to be, human, and susceptible to invasion, as the game progresses. I hadn't considered that before because it kind of, I don't know, I hate being just dominated, but who knows, I might run into a invader who has a sense of honor or something, or not honor, because I mean it's a video game, but like a sense of fairness that's much more applicable. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, favorite, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Please click the notification bell so you can stay on top of whenever we're releasing new episodes. This should be at least once a week, Tuesday afternoon at 6 o'clock. But it's beginning to look more and more, and it may well be the norm by the time I release all these, because remember, I'm filming these in big batches, so just saying, if your requests or commentary are not answered until much later set of videos, I'll release an update video to address those, if I can. But if there's a delay, that's why. But yeah, whether it's a click away, day away. We're a week away. Till next time. Peace be with you.